I was watching a video, a woman said, "Guys are not approaching no more. Where are all the real men?" Back in the day, it used to be the worst she can say is no. That was a common saying between us men. However, now, you get faced with bad attitude, disrespect, there's no respect for the approach. No thank you or hey, I appreciate it, but not interested, or I'm in a relationship, I have a boyfriend, whatever. Now we go into the bigger things. Being made fun of in public or in the group that woman might be in. Second is fake harassment cases. Third is getting trespassed from that place, whether it's a store or whatever it is, wherever you've seen the woman. The problem is now the risk is too high because women don't have a baseline for a bad approach. They find the guy unattractive and he used the same line as an attractive guy would. They're gonna call it harassment. That's the problem. And they get away with it. That's why they keep that. I'm not saying all women are like that, but a fair amount are. There are good interactions too that we have, where there's respect and appreciation of a guy approaching. Always feels good for the guy, right? So it's not that men are scared, it's just they don't feel it's worth it now. The juice is not worth the squeeze in. Do you understand? You understand. So ladies, if you want men to approach like the good olden times, you have to make yourself approachable and at least respect a good approach. I'm not saying be out here saying thank you to creeps and stuff. Where it was a clean approach and the guy's trying or whatever, even though he might be nervous, that's okay. It takes a lot to do it. If not, it's not going to make a difference for men per se. For guys' attention and validation levels that are going to be low, not ours, because we don't work on attention and validation. Thank you. Come again.
How can a woman be a submissive woman to a man that wants her to put in 50% on the bills, put in 50% in the gas, put in 50% on the groceries, put in 50% on all the household stuff? We can't be submissive like that. So if you really want a submissive woman, y'all got to step up and be the heads of the household. And that's all to it. A head of the household pays all the bills. The head of the household is a leader. He is a provider. He is a support system. He is a nurturer. That's what he is. So until y'all understand that, we're going to continue to get our own bag. We're going to continue to do what we want to do and still keep it respectful. That doesn't mean that we're going to disrespect you as the man, but we can't fully be submissive to a man who is not fully the head of the household. That makes no sense. If you want a submissive woman, that comes naturally to a man who is 100% the head of the household. Y'all want to talk about, oh, well, y'all did so much to fight for women's rights. Y'all did this and y'all did that. Yeah, go to work, get that bag and bring it back home just like I do. So yeah, when I get home, don't think that I'm going to be cooking every single day because I just have to go and put in some work just like you did. Don't think when I get home that everything is going to go your way, because I'm putting in 50% too. And y'all got to understand that. You get what you receive. If you want a woman to submit 100%, you got to be the head of the household 100%. Because I'm not about to go to work 80 hours and come home and cook dinner, take care of the kids, and then tend to you. You got to be crazy.
Here's 5 facts women hate. And don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. Number 1, the older you get, the less men want you. Studies have shown that while women tend to prefer men of the same age or slightly older, men across all age ranges tend to prefer women in their early to mid-20s. Number 2, men do not care about your degrees or accolades. I have never heard one of my friends say, "Man, look at the master's degree on that girl." Doesn't happen. Number 3, the more successful you are in your career, the more difficult it's going to be for you to find a significant other. The reason this is women tend to be hypergamous, meaning they prefer to be with partners who are at their level of status or above. Naturally, when your status level rises, there are going to be less men who are going to be available in your dating pool. Additionally, these men do not necessarily appreciate your status. They may very well be just as happy with that hot 23-year-old barista. Number 4, women do not intimidate men. Just because you're successful does not mean you intimidate men. Most men could easily handle you in any kind of physical altercation, and they have no reason to be intimidated by you. Number 5, your children are likely to be viewed as liabilities by men who are not their fathers, despite the fact that you see them as an asset. Your children are not the offspring of men who are not their father. These men don't get the benefit of passing down their genes through your children. However, these men are still likely going to be held responsible for providing for them, which is why they're seen as a liability. Let me know what facts I missed in the comments.
You know, a lot of these modern women are saying that a lot of men are emotionally unavailable now, right? But I don't think I feel like you have to look at it, you know, from different angles, right? Because you're saying that men are emotionally unavailable, but maybe we can say emotionally pulling back, emotionally cautious, emotionally reserved, in the sense that I'm looking and I'm seeing, and I'm not 100% sure if I want to expend my emotional energy on what it looks like is about to happen.
I absolutely hate when y'all say there's a man out there that can do any and everything under the sun for you. They're all ugly. They're all ugly. I refuse. Ah! Quit saying it. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. And the ones that's not ugly, already take it.
Sweetheart, when you do that like your wig is, you know what, never mind, because you ain't gonna listen to me. On to more pressing matters. When are some of them gonna realize that they just don't qualify for what they want? I done made so many videos about this very topic, and the only thing that is apparent to me is you aren't who you think you are. No, the men are not taken, they just don't want you. It has everything to do with you and nothing to do with them. Ask yourself this question. On a planet of 8 billion people, I can't find one of them to give me what it is that I'm looking for. And to be fair, because I know you don't have access to all 8 billion, I'll cut it down to about 100 million people. So out of 100 million people, you can't find one that you deem attractive enough, with a character good enough to build a relationship and a family with? And you want me to believe it's all those 100 million and not you? You're not the issue. The real estate the delusion has taken up in her brain is unfair. Yeah, it has taken more space in her brain than a fat bitch in a Mini Cooper, and it is unfair. You know why? Because the average men that she actually does qualify for are looking for partners. And here she is online talking about all the good men are taken. No, sweetheart, you will never get one of those guys. You simply just don't have what they are looking for. But like any other video, yep, they ain't gonna listen to me because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
Never trust a woman who does this. I don't care how much she likes you. I don't care how much you guys get along. The moment she does this, it's done. Because this is the most disrespectful thing. Never trust a woman that just disappears with no explanation, that just ghosts you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the reason goes a lot deeper than you think. The woman that goes ghost doesn't respect you. I don't care how difficult life gets. I don't care how interested or uninterested they are in you. It is human decency to let another person know what's going on. But here's the mistake most men make, and you're probably making this same mistake. Listen closely. The mistake is you are too forgiving. She ghosts you, comes back, says a few nice things, and you're okay with it. No, she ghosted you and came back not because she missed you. She ghosted you and came back because the man she really wanted didn't want her back. And listen, I don't care what anybody says. Ghosting is a manipulation technique. As a matter of fact, there are 5 manipulation techniques that women use. She's probably even using one on you right now, and you don't even realize it. So listen, in my course, I explain the 5 things you need to do so that you can be prepared and know when these things are happening to you so that they never happen again. I explain exactly why people do these things and how to avoid them before they happen to you. And remember, it's all in my course. It's just a matter of whether or not you're ready to face the truth. If you want to find the answers, just go into the link in bio here and click coaching. See you over there.
I see a lot of y'all are mad at my comments that I made to the woman that inboxed me. Number 1, she pissed me off. I don't play that stuff about God. Don't send me no scripture saying that God sent you to me. That scripture said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. I didn't find you. You found me. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm real intentional about my prayers. I have never once got down on bending knees and asked God to send me a woman that already has children. I've never done that. That's number 2. Number 3, all of y'all in the comments mad where you judging this and that. I don't know no 20-year-old in his right mind. Let me say that again. I don't know a 20-year-old that's in his right mind that's going to accept something like that. I just don't. I'm educated. I got a lot going for myself. I don't need that financial burden and all that drama in my life. I don't. I'm too young. I got too much time in my life to get myself straight and to set myself up for stuff like that. When I do get married, I want to enjoy my wife for some time, and then we can enjoy some children. I'm not about to put that burden on myself. So if you do understand me, and if you don't, because I'm through with that conversation. Now, I'm listening to Mr. Ice Cream Man, and I'm about to go eat, and I'm about to continue to make money while y'all argue my comments. Thank you.
You know, men are not going to continue. I think men are getting to a point to where they would rather take a loss, right? I'd rather lose, as you would put it, as you would have it, if you say so. I would rather lose than sit up here and try to convince somebody to like me and they don't even care about me. That's the point that a lot of men are getting to. So you're not going to see me beg. You're not going to see me sit up here and pine and sing a song, Earth Angel, will you be mine? And since I lost my baby, and you're not going to hear me saying that because there's not really anything out here to beg for. I'm not going to sit up here and convince you to like me. You don't even like me.
This is why men don't want to do anything for women anymore. It's not because they're selfish or they don't care or none of that yada yada yada. They're being nonchalant. It's because women are so ungrateful nowadays. Here is a woman who just posted about how grateful she is to have her husband, who, when she called him and said that she needed him, he didn't complain. He got right up and came. As her husband, yes, he's supposed to go see about her, but she just wanted to express how grateful she was to have a loving husband, right? I'm gonna say that again. Yes, as her husband, he was supposed to show up for her, but she wanted to express how grateful she was for her loving husband, right? And all you see in the comments is women talking about, yes, what he's supposed to do. So like bare minimum, yada, yada, yada. Men don't want to do anything for women nowadays because no matter what you do, it's never like enough. You get no praise for what you do. I guarantee if a man posted that video in the reverse, like, oh, my wife did this, they wouldn't be moving they wouldn't be talking about it like that. Men just want to feel appreciated, needed and appreciated in a relationship. But women nowadays, like, I don't know what's up in their heads where they just are they're so against showing gratitude for a man. Like, no matter what they do, they refuse to show gratitude, but they'll always point out when you don't do something. Women talk about why don't men yearn anymore? Because if a man yearned, you would call him a weirdo. What are we yearning for? Unappreciative women? There's no reason to yearn for these people. They suck.
And what you want to do as a woman is exactly what a man is doing. But yeah, don't chase him. Don't chase him, right? Because I know this one girl that I'm really close with, right? And she chases a guy and she's getting like amazing results. Like, she's hanging out with her man like multiple days a week. They're going on dinners, they're going on trips, they're going to the beach. Like, they're having an amazing time because she's going after him. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? She's getting amazing results from going after a guy and he's giving her back tenfold. It's crazy. I think they're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend someday. But that's gross, right? You don't want results. No, you don't want results. Do not chase a man. Do not chase him. Matter of fact, pull back as much as you can because he's going to love that. He's going to find that so attractive. Yeah, he's really going to love that, you know, because you're a strong woman.
Well, did you hear that? All of our dating problems have officially been solved. Thank you, sir, for the compelling dating advice. I'll be filing it directly under strategies I won't be using. He's hyping up this girl who's pursuing this guy, and his evidence is that they're going to dinner, they're taking trips, they're going to the beach, and he thinks they're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend someday. Let's be real. Any guy will happily accept a free, zero-effort, high-fun summer vacation if a woman is doing 100% of the work. It's convenient for him, but it doesn't mean he's invested. If your best evidence is, I think he'll commit eventually, you've already admitted the commitment isn't there yet. Sitting back, acting cold, and doing absolutely nothing will get you 0 results. You want to give him the green light, show him warmth, let him know the door is open, but let him walk through it. Let him drive the car. Because if you have to chase him down, text first every single time, and create all the momentum, you're not being pursued. You're doing his job for him. And honestly, I can see why that idea would appeal to some men. If she's doing the pursuing, he's taking on less risk, facing less rejection, and investing less effort up front. That's a pretty comfortable position to be in, and that's a position I'm seeing more and more men take these days. Final verdict, men, if you're looking for someone to chase you, you're shopping in the wrong aisle. This is the women's section. The men's section is over there.
Dating apps are losing users as more people report burnout, ghosting fatigue, and dissatisfaction with swipe culture. Let's talk about it. Because quite frankly, I don't know about anybody else, but I despise dating apps for multiple reasons. Number one, I know that it's probably a little hard to believe because I am so social online. But y'all, I'm really naturally introverted, and I also did not get a lot of attention growing up. I was the bullied, okay? Not the bully, I was the bullied. And I kind of had like that ugly duckling syndrome, even though I was never ugly, but I just didn't know it. All of the things, right? So it already gave me severe anxiety to be put up on a platter like a menu item, to just be swiping left and right. I don't necessarily like that. But the introvert in me likes the online aspect because, like, it's not in public. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine swiping left and right in person? Embarrassed. That's like that popping a balloon thing, but that's a different video for a different day because y'all know I don't like that. Anyway, the thing is, right? The ghosting fatigue, the burnout, like the options, especially Hinge be getting on my nerve. Talk about some, we found a perfect guy for you. He's very compatible, and the whole time it's a gremlin. Cause what do you mean? I know you didn't just send that over here. Go to the back, cause I know you got some more in the back. And I'm not paying for your little funky app. I done did that already. Still gremlins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think somebody is behind it. Anyway, I want to know what y'all think, because I be finding people on the online streets who be saying that they found they love through the apps. I feel like some of y'all lying. It can't be that I'm the only person. Whoops. It can't be that I'm the only person who just not experiencing it. Am I tripping or not? Let me know in the comments.
And modern women they're asking, how come good men kind of stop engaging with them, right? But you have to understand that, the kind of man you say you want. So the kind of man, well, I want a man like this, and this. And the man comes up in front of you, and you let the man go, right? And you let Chad and Tyrone play in your face. And then a couple of days later, you want the good man to show up and rescue you. You want the good man to be a shoulder to cry on. What? Oh, well, you should allow me to do that in each and every situation. No, I'm a good guy. I'm not a doormat.
Step number 1 is you need to lead her closer to Christ. Most men fail because they think that leading in a relationship means you need to make the plans, you need to be confident, right? Be in charge and be this stoic alpha sigma male that's unbothered. Biblical leadership is spiritual first. And so if you're not leading her closer to Christ, you are failing, because you are called to set the spiritual tone of the relationship. This means you need to initiate the prayer, you need to lead the Bible study and plan it out. Like, do not be passive. You need to bring her to church, and even more importantly, you need to encourage her in her walk with Christ, especially whenever she's struggling. Your job is to point the both of you closer to God and not further away. Leadership requires humility. And so whenever you mess up, which you 100% will, because I mess up all the time, you need to repent quickly. And whenever you sin and you make mistakes, you need to own it. Do not run away from it. Do not pretend that it didn't happen. Be a man. Take responsibility. And whenever you're wrong, say that you're wrong and apologize. Okay? Realize that leading in a relationship is not about being perfect, but it is about the direction that you're going in. If this girl dates you and she ends up loving Jesus less, you have absolutely failed and wasted both your time and hers. Do not be that guy. Remember that if God brings a woman into your life, this is one of his daughters. He has literally handcrafted her and placed her into your life, and you need to understand that and treat her in a God-honoring way. Do not screw this up. Do not lead her into sin or waste her time or lead her on. Treat her as if she is one of God's daughters, because she is.
Can you give me an example where in the Manosphere a man doesn't respect the woman and you're just kind of I mean, I just watched the Netflix documentary last night. I mean, there's probably 100 instances of these guys calling women stupid, worthless, saying you have to control them. If she breaks your trust, you ruin her life. That she's nothing without you. Like all of these sorts of things. And I would classify all of those as fundamentally disrespectful.
Okay. So I don't actually disagree with what you said. When it comes to hypergamy in society, I saw you mention Myron Gaines earlier. I don't necessarily agree with everything Myron Gaines says, but what advice are you actually giving men in society that's better than what Myron Gaines gives them when it comes to combating hypergamy?
And just to clarify, by hypergamy, you mean the fact that women tend to prefer men who have more resources and more status. Yes. So I would say that it is true. Women are generally more attracted to men who have more resources, more status. It's just a fact of life. But I would argue that you can make up a lot of that simply through character, behavior, shared values, shared life experiences, and the way you communicate with a woman.
But not when it comes with promiscuity, right? Because like if it's the case that men want to get married, you're probably not going to want promiscuous women. And I think promiscuity is bad for men and women, but I think it's worse for women because it causes male promiscuity because of hypergamy in society. A lot of these men are secularist men. They don't follow any sort of ecclesiastical authority when it comes to the way that they govern relationships. That's why you see Myron Gaines giving out advice like 100 women or 50 women or whatever his advice is. And again, I don't agree prescriptively with a lot of what he says, but I don't know that secularists actually hand out better advice than that. I think that, I don't know what you think.
My advice to men, it has been and has always been, is that you got to get out there and meet lots of women face to face.
Quick one. Men cannot go backwards. I hope hearing this will help a lot of women make the best decision for them when they're in the heat of the moment. Because I know as women, sometimes it's easier to just go with the flow. Or you haven't thought about what's going to happen if he makes certain advances, so you're kind of like a deer in headlights. And I'm never talking about any kind of situation where there's force or coercion. I'm talking about you're just two adults in the heat of the moment. And there are so many women who will reach out to me and say, oh, I was with him and we did this. What do I do now? So I know that a lot of women don't even go into situations intending for certain things to happen, but then they do happen. So what I want us to get into the mindset of doing is thinking about the possibilities before we go there and having our response ready. So if you know that you don't want to sleep with him, put through your mind, okay, if I go to his house, this is going to happen. He might try and do this. He might try and do, am I strong enough? Can I handle that? If not, maybe we shouldn't go to his house. Maybe we should go here. Because baby, one thing about desire sneaks up on you. It's a burglar. And it wants to steal your body count, honey. And then what happens basically is a lot of women are stuck because they've done it once, and because they've done it, the man is now expecting it. And men don't often give you space to be like, oh, we don't have to do that again if you don't feel like it. It's kind of like you've done it now. That's what's expected. Not that anyone should be expecting anything of your body, but I'm saying in the interactions where you both want to be there. So always before you meet up with a man, run through like where it could go. Like think about these things before you get there. Don't let these things just happen to you and then you be reactive. Be very proactive and assertive about how you want your situation with that man to look. And then plan out what you're going to do when he does what he does as a man, because inevitably men are going to man are going to men. So have your game plan ready so you're not caught unawares, because like I said, men cannot go backwards. Now, like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you.
I think these modern women really understand that a lot of times a man is watching you. So, you're going to be asking why a man is not wanting to commit, why a man is not wanting to do a lot of things, right? It's because you've decided that you're going to act a certain way. You're going to treat people a certain way. And at that point in time, he's like, why would I be involved in that? So you have to understand, and you have to look at, how do I present myself? A lot of you guys are good, are fantastic at looking great. I got my hair done, my nails done, lashes and all that stuff. But then when you actually get to know somebody, it was kind of like, I don't really want to move forward with this person anymore.
We have heard it all. When a woman raises her voice, she's too emotional. When she stands her ground, she's difficult. When she leads, she's too ambitious. If she wears dark suits, they whisper, why does she always look like a man? But oh my gosh, if she shows up in colorful dresses and high heels. When women lead nations through crises, they are lucky. Yet, if they stumble, it becomes the biggest crisis on earth. Yes, we have heard it all, as have generations of women before us. Even more directly, and with this tone, you act like a woman, you run like a girl, as if it is something to be ashamed of. Yes, yet history has proved otherwise. The facts are crystal clear. We don't have to negotiate them again. When girls remain in school, economies grow all over the world. When women participate in the workforce, productivity rises all around the world. When women sit at peace tables, agreements last longer all around the world. When women lead institutions, they are more resilient. So ladies, it's time to flip the narrative. Today we are reclaiming like a woman, boldly and proudly. As sports star Serena Williams once said, you call us crazy, we'll show you what crazy can do.
Hey gang, Jim Sexton, America's divorce lawyer here. Guys, everybody, calm down. I made a post about an hour or so ago pointing out 5 women who've received a tremendous amount of money, in excess of $1 billion in their divorce settlements, and a joke about how we can help you too. It's devoid of commentary. We represent women who are getting a divorce settlement because they were there for a guy and helped build his business. We represent women who own businesses and are CEOs and C-suite executives of businesses. We represent men who are married to those successful women. We represent men who are incredibly successful executives and actors and celebrities who are married to people who aren't those things. We represent people who are, we've argued both sides of every single issue in the universe. This post has blown up. There's a couple of 100 comments, and it's mostly people having a lot of feelings about the 5 financial settlements we pointed out in an attempt to be kind of funny about the fact that these are 5 of the wealthiest women in the world. Again, not the 5 wealthiest women in the world. Google it, you'll see that that's not from divorce settlements. But 5 of the wealthiest women in the world got their wealth from divorce. There's lots of men that get wealth from divorce too. This was not meant to be an attack. This was not meant to be red pill, feminist, non-red pill, non-feminist. Maybe it's nice out today. Maybe touch grass. Take a minute. Take a breath. We represent all kinds of people. Men, women, super rich people, people married to super rich people. We made both sides of every single argument that's out there. You're going to be okay, Internet. This is why we can't have nice things. Just take a minute, take a breath.
I'm not going on no more dinner dates with no niggas. Flat out. Feel me?
Gee, I wonder why. Viewer discretion is advised.
These niggas do not got the privilege of being seen with me out in public. Feel me? I'm looking all good. We walking in the restaurant. I'm walking behind him like I'm his.
Only 15 seconds in, and we might have just identified your issue right there. The fact that you view dating like that is the issue itself. Your idea of a date is you walking behind a man and people thinking that you is... Instead of looking at it for the way that it was intended to be viewed, which is 2 people coming together to get to know each other in hopes of developing a long-lasting, healthy relationship. Some of y'all brains is fried.
Want to take me to dinner? He gonna have to pay me for my time.
It all makes sense now, sweetheart. You could have just said that at the beginning of the video. If you selling it, just say that. We can cut all the bullshit out the middle. If you selling it, just say that.
He gonna have to pay me for getting up, getting dressed, doing my hair, my makeup, and leaving out my house. Fuck, I don't give a fuck about no little $100 dinner. And because I gotta sit there and then the waitress think I'm your... I'm not...
What is it with you and people thinking that you his... Like, what is your infatuation with that? But ma'am, I think what you're really trying to say is you want to participate in the oldest profession known to mankind. And if you don't know what the oldest profession known to mankind is, just Google it. ChatGPT, what do you like to use? Because what is clear to me is that you want compensation for your time, which is a fair ask. But I think you're going about this the wrong way. I think you are in a wrong market. I think what you're looking to do is sign up for a specific website, join a marketing agency that is for adults only, if you know what I mean. Find a corner, okay? And that corner is probably going to be ran by like a man or a woman, and you would have to get in touch with them, and they're going to tell you how to move and how much you're supposed to bring them, so on and so forth. So yeah, you could just figure it. There's so many options to choose from. Shit, at that point, you might as well join the fans of only, because that's just what it is. But you know, I know she ain't gonna listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
I've tried to help the lonely men. I've tried to give them advice and they do not want to be helped. I tell them, you being ugly is not what's keeping you from a relationship. And they say, women only want 7-foot-tall millionaires. I say, charisma is to men as beauty is to women. Focus on your charisma if you're struggling to pull. They say, my social incompetence is a life sentence that I can never ever get out of. It's just victim, 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 me.
Boy, do I relate to what she's saying. I created this channel to help men, to give them perspectives that they don't typically hear in the red pill manosphere space, and they fight me the entire way. And I don't understand it. And I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get you the dates and the love that you want, but you want to make excuses. You want to then blame women. You want to blame society. You want to blame feminism, blame women's standards. And even when I point out to you, look at how many normal guys are in relationships, you make the claim that, well, those women are just settling anyway. They're not happy. They're just settling. It sounds like you can't be helped. And the phrase, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, comes to mind. I can't make you want to get the life that you want. If complaining about it on the internet is getting you closer, then by all means, continue to leave hateful comments. But if you really want to understand what it's going to take for you to attract somebody in your life, then maybe you should really listen to the people that are trying to help you, like me, like that woman, the people that are not in the toxic manosphere women hating space. If you can listen to people outside of those spaces, I promise you're going to have a better chance of attracting the kind of person you want. I help men of all types, ages, life stages find women in their life and meet women in their life. And I help them develop the self-respect it takes to get there. Once you develop self-respect, you'll stop blaming people for anything in your life, and you will only focus on what it is you can control. I know what it's like to want to help men and then to be told that all I'm doing is creating content that shows hate for men. I have such a love for men, and that is why I'm doing what I do, and that's why I continue to do it. You have been misguided, and I'm trying to put you back on the right path.
And what you're seeing from a lot of these guys is they're more selective in the time that they give to people. Their family, friends, all of that's golden, because those are people usually that have invested in them, that have shown them love, that have been with them, that have, ride or die. That's my boy. Hey, I got a homegirl. You know what I mean? Those are the people that have shown them love, that have talked to them, that have counseled with them, that have supported them. Those are the type of people that have their back. They are there, loud, every time you need them. Hey man, I'm here to support you. Not only with my resources, money, finances, you got my voice too. You need me to speak up for you on your behalf. You need some of these brothers out there. They'll get out there and rumble with you, man. I ain't condoning nothing now. I ain't condoning. I'm just saying they get out there and rumble with you a little bit. Okay, so they'll do that. But for modern women, you don't get those same perks because you don't say. First of all, you don't reciprocate. Second of all, you don't show that same type of loyalty back. I'm not going to get anything back from you. So you're not going to get those perks from me at all.